just look at the difference. It's so much lighter here, and you can hardly see any of the marks from all the miles. This is just so dirty over here, and it looks so much nicer. Welcome back to Living with a Classic, and if you're new to my channel, I hope you stick around and consider subscribing. I put out new videos every week on some Jaguar and classic car related content, like this 1991 Daimler XJ40 that I picked up about 2 months ago. I've been doing some small things, getting it back on the road. Just came back from a nice little trip with the car and it did very well. However, there are a few things I'm going to go through in the future, so if you're new to the channel and you want to see more XJ40 things, please subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any updates, and hit that notification bell. You'll get a notification every single time I post a new video. So in today's video, we're going to clean up this very, very dirty leather interior. It's in great shape, but otherwise there are no rips or tears or any marks, anything, or hardly any. You can't even see the miles on it. It looks very nice. We'll have a closer look at it in a bit. However, in places it is quite dirty, really dirty, especially the driver's seat. And what happens a lot if you have a nice light interior like this, it gets dirty very easily. So I'm going to show you what I like to do to clean them out and treat them. If you've seen my videos before, you know that I'm a big fan of liquid leather conditioner by Glipton. I think it works very well. It gets really nice and soft, and also, of course you can't smell this, but it has a very nice smell. It smells like, like an old nice like leather sofa, or what leather used to smell like. Really, really nice. Works well. And when it's really, really dirty, there are many, many ways of cleaning it out, from just household items to special cleaners you can buy from different manufacturers. But what I really like to use is something like this. The brand doesn't really matter, just regular saddle soap. So you might know I live here on a farm and my wife has horses, and a lot of saddles and tack and stuff, and that gets really dirty. And from helping her clean out those things, various types of saddle soap is really the best. Usually she uses a type of a bar, which is like a soap bar, why it's called saddle soap. You can get it in liquid form as well, in spray form here. This particular one is by Phoebings. I don't really know, but it seems to be an old brand at least. But I just picked it up in the local tack store here. You can probably pick them up anywhere. And the good thing about this is it's very safe to use on any leather. It doesn't ever take off any of the color, and it works very well, and it's also water soluble, and it's always really safe. So if you get it on anything else in the car, it's not really going to leave a mark like some other cleaners do. At least that's what I found. And also, it's very cheap. So if you have a tack store nearby, just go in and find some saddle soap. Say that you're just going to clean up some old saddles, and they'll be happy to help you find the right one. So we're going to have a look at the car now, see how dirty it is before, and then of course later we'll do a before and after so you can see what a difference it makes just to clean it up and to treat it, make it nice and soft again. At an initial glance, this interior doesn't look that dirty, but I promise you that it is. Here in the back you can see in all the cracks and folds here, it's a lot darker and dirtier. It's all a bunch of 30-year-old dirt that's gotten into the leather. Let's look at the front, because it's of course a lot more dirty here, what's been used more. You can see here and on the sides, up here, over here on the armrest, it's quite dirty. Not sure if we can get rid of that now. Might need to recolor this a bit, but that might be in a future video. But let me know in the comments down below if I don't get this out with the cleaner and I might want to recolor it in the future. Let me know if you want to see that in a video, and then I'll pick up the supplies and show you how to recolor something like this, which is just a little bit worn out. And this seat is really the most dirty one. I'm not sure how well you can tell, but it's very, very dirty everywhere, and it's just worked its way into all the texture and the grains here of the leather, and it's very, very dirty. So what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to set up a masking tape or a line of masking tape on this seat, and we're just going to do half of it. Then we'll pull off the tape and you can really see what a difference it makes just to clean it a little bit and then to treat it. So I'm going to go pick up all the supplies I need. I'll show you the supplies I will use. We'll set up a masking tape line, set up the camera, and we'll start cleaning. I put down a masking tape line here on the seat. It's not something that you guys have to do at home. So just I want to be able to show a before and after clearly on camera, because sometimes it's a little hard to show, especially on a light leather interior like this, how nice it looks after you clean it, because often everything just kind of looks the same on camera. But with a hard line like this, you guys should definitely be able to tell the difference. So let's go through the products just one more time. I'm going to use the saddle soap here to clean everything up. Then we'll condition it with liquid leather conditioner. When you condition it, it's really good to do it on a nice hot day like today. It's really nice and sunny and warm. You can close up all the windows in the car, put up like a thick layer of this, and then it will really soak in the heat. If you can't, then you can always, if you can't get the car outside, you can maybe take a seat and take it outside in the sun. If it's not that warm out but still sunny and you have a light interior, you can always put kind of a thick coat of this on. And if this is only if it's really dry and you want it to soak in, you can cover it carefully with some just plastic garbage bags and let it sit in the sun. Those black bags will just attract all the heat to it, and it will be kind of like an oven in here. Once again, it will help the conditioner soak in, but I don't have to do that today because it's middle of summer and really nice and hot today. So this, I will just spray on the saddle soap, and then I have a nice brush here. It's just a regular paintbrush, a clean one. You can agitate it in, get in all the nooks and crannies. I also have a nice new clean sponge. That's also a good tip. Most like equestrian stores and like tack stores, they have these sponges. They're very cheap because they use them all the time to clean up saddles and tack and stuff. I would never use them to wash a car or anything, but for these kind of things, pick up a set of these. They usually have them in like 10 packs or 20 packs, but they're great for this. You can use them once, throw them away, really cost anything. So that's another good tip to pick up from a tack store. So I'm going to start cleaning this side, and then we'll pull off the tape. We'll have the dirty side, we can tell the difference. So I'm going to start spraying some of this on. Also, of course, before you start doing this, you should always try any leather product on the small area that you can't really see, just to make sure that it doesn't take off any of the color or anything. I've already tried this before, and all of these products were safe. So I'll let that spray in. Now I'm going to take the brush here and agitate. You can see it starts foaming up, just like a soap. And there's not much to it, it's just cleaning it up. One thing that I haven't mentioned is that if you have really dirty seats, like if there's a lot of crumbs or dirt in here, you should of course vacuum them out first. I vacuumed out this car just a few days ago, so there is no crumbs or dirt or anything, but that's something you want to do, because otherwise you're just going to work that into the seams, and that's not really good for any of the threads in the seams. So I'll just continue to agitate this for a bit. Now I'm just going to take the sponge and I'll work it around a bit too while the sponge soaks up what's left of the soap as well. And at least over here you can already tell a really big difference. And that's just one take, and it's already made a really big difference. And also you can see on the sponge here, you can see the clean part and the dirty part in the sponge, so you can really see how much dirt was in this seat. I'm going to do the same thing now. I'm going to spray up the top here, and then I'll do this maybe 2 or 3 times until you're happy with the results. And it's going to get a little dark like this in some places. It's just that's where the at least the pigmentation of the leather is a little thin. So that usually goes away after a while when it dries, and it goes back to a more natural color, especially when you put some conditioner on. But if there is a lot of this left when I'm done, I might re-dye parts of it later. But like I said, mention in the comments down below if you want to see that, because then I'll order up some of the products. I'll make a video show you guys how you can re-dye some of these parts. But now I'm just going to continue cleaning here, and then when you see me again, this side of the seat will be cleaned. Then we're going to treat it with some conditioner, and then we'll see what it looks like before and after. Now I finished cleaning this side with saddle soap. I just hit it one more time, agitated it with a brush again, and then took it off with that sponge, rubbed it around a bit, and then as per the instructions on the bottle, took a clean cloth and I just buffed it a little bit. And this is a cloth I use just for cleaning leather and conditioning, so it's been washed so many times it's not going to color anything. So just look at the difference. It's so much lighter here. and you can hardly see any of the marks from all the miles. This is just so dirty over here, and it looks so much nicer. Yes, there were some little marks here, and this is basically just the pigmentation of the leather that's worn away with age. I think when it dries, it's going to get a little lighter there, especially put some conditioner on there. But we'll see what that looks like when we're all done. But a lot nicer now. So I'm going to set up the camera again. I'll show you how to apply the conditioner, because that's very important, because now we basically just clean everything out. It's going to get really dry if we don't condition it. We want to keep it nice and soft. The same thing applies with the conditioner. You should try it first in a spot you're not really going to notice, just to make sure it's not going to take off any of the coloring or so. Maybe your previous owner has done a home dye job and it's not really stuck to leather, so just make sure you try it first somewhere. Otherwise, just read instructions on the bottle. Right here it says you clean the leather first. We've already done that. And then you should apply the leather conditioner with a soft cloth. Rub it well and evenly into the leather. And then, if it's very dry, you should apply it several times. And then once it's, let it soak in for a bit, you can buff it a little bit just to get a nice finish. So, with most products, you shake up the bottle. Apply it onto the cloth a little bit. And I'm just going to start, in circular motions and rub it in. So I'm going to continue and do this whole half of the seat. And once again, like before, we'll come back and we'll show the difference between before and after. We'll pull off the tape so we can really see a difference. I just buffed out the conditioner a bit, and then I pulled off the masking tape. And I hope it's showing up as well on camera as it is in real life. But just look at the difference. You have that straight line right there. Look how light that is. Has the original color back. Looks beautiful, and how dirty and, it just doesn't feel as nice as this side. The conditioner is really done. The difference, this just feels sort of greasy and sticky and odd. And this feels just really nice as leather should. And really tell a difference. I mean, just look at the line right there. So now I'm just going to continue on doing the exact same thing with the rest of the interior, and I'll show you what it all looks like when it's done. If you have some areas you don't want to spray it directly onto, spray it a little bit on a sponge. Works really well. And just work it in there with the sponge. On the car with a lot of leather like this Daimler, don't forget every other area car that has leather, which in this car is basically everywhere, but everything can be cleaned and everything needs some nice conditioner again. I'm just buffing out the last seat here. And then I think it's time for before and after. And after about an hour or two of really hard work, I don't know if you can tell I'm pretty sweaty. It's very, very hot outside today, but it's a perfect day to do this because the conditioner soaked in really well and it hasn't left a sticky residue. It's really nice and soft. And before it was just kind of rough to the touch, really dirty everywhere. And now, I'm not going to say it looks brand new because it's 30 years old, but at least it doesn't have 30 years worth of dirt and grime in it. And it looks almost brand new. Back seat, I think I'm not going to do anything with. It looks really nice, has a nice level of, patina because it's not a brand new car. However, the driver's seat and at least the armrest up front, the leather dye has gone off a bit. There's no cracks or anything. It's just, the color has gone away. You have the natural color of the leather come through from below. But let me know, like I said, in the comments down below if you want to see that. I will get some pigments and some dye and we'll re-dye it. I don't want to make it look brand new in any way. Still want to make it look, old and original, but at least have it look a lot better. So if you like this video and want to see more things, on the interior cleaned up, and we'll clean up all the seat belts, of course. We're going to do all the carpets and stuff. We'll be replacing the headliner. going over cleaning up the wood, protecting that. There will be a lot coming up. So if you want to see that, make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit that bell notification, and you won't miss any future videos. So until next time, I'm Adam, and this was Living with a Classic. I'll see you soon.